Okay, so now we're getting ready to move down past Redlands owns all this property on this layout. And the little building is Haas Oil. That building was actually built, planned and built by me. And there is a building just like that up in Fredericksburg, Texas. So he's like the local oil and grease and petroleum company. Then you're entering Redland now. Just went past the sign where Redland is with the railroads, both railroads. They service limestone aggregate out of this plant. Here we've got a Union Pacific diesel waiting to get its cars assembled. The figures are Artista again. That's like a service platform for the engine, and that's where he gets his orders and where he's headed. And then the tower up here keeps an eye on the yards to make sure that everything's going smooth in the yards. And the fuel tanks down here in front, those were scratch built. I did build those several years ago. And that's the diesel fuels for the Redland tractors and trucks and everything. Okay, so now we're entering into the Redland crushed aggregate, crushed limestone facility. The tower here is like gives out instructions on the type of loads and everything for the trains. And that's owned by Union Pacific, and the Union Pacific people coordinate the yard. Okay, and then panning over the maintenance yard for Redland Stone. Got the welders in here creating some new supports and for the yard. Okay, you can see the welders are all working. Again, those are Artista figures. He makes just about anything you want. The welders, however, though, were something I created from, I think, some little tractors or something. I cut the tractor part off and made the welding machines. And then the little shed there has got oils and grease, and on the side over here some oxygen and acetylene bottles. And the truck has oxygen and acetylene bottles. Those came from Die-Cast Direct. Okay, and right behind that building where the guys are working there, that's the sand tower. And what that's for, the diesels actually carry sand in the engine, and it's used for traction. Like when the rails are wet or iced or whatever, that sand increases the traction of the wheels. And then moving on down the shop yard, just got parts and pieces, whatever they need to replace or repair. And here you got the Redland Tower, and that's some more instructions and watching over the yard for the machines and haul trucks. Now, all the figures there that you see are Artista figures, again, hand painted. If you'll notice the Department of Public Safety figures, I sent Dennis at Artista a photograph of real highway patrolmen, and I'll be doggone, he made them look as real as possible. They even have the blue ties and the shoulder patches, just like the real highway patrol. And again, the Coke machine.